yeah. The conference championship games happened, ladies and gentlemen. And hey, look, I don't know if it went the way you expected. I kind of went the way I expected. Maybe not. I don't know. But let's talk about this one first. Delilah, I'm coming to you. The good, the bad, the ugly. The AFC, the Chiefs won it 17 to was it
10.
17-10?
Sorry. It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
10. Sorry, my
17-10.
fault.
Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl. Talk to me about this game.
One, I know that people were sad because the Baltimore were the ones picked to move on. I get it, like they were favored, like Vegas, all this stuff, but they still kept Patrick Mahomes to 17 points. I just want to
Right.
remind people of that. So it wasn't a blowout. It looked like it in the beginning, but I think it was just more disappointing.
Yeah.
I think that we know Zay Flowers made mistakes, but he's like what 21, and so I kind of feel
Young, yeah.
bad for him. I feel bad for the touchback and the mistakes that he made because he's 21 and you can see it in his face, like, oh, I messed up, So I think that was the bad part was to me the offense in general. It wasn't it you know it wasn't just Lamar, and I exhausted that on Tuesday, so I'm going to do it again. Uh, but it was the offense in general. I agree with you, Sean, because I did watch the OG show on Monday. They abandoned kind of what made them so competitive. I didn't see any of that game. The O-line that protected Lamar all season was like scattering. He was
Right.
like, I was like, what happened? How are the people getting through? They're lucky he caught his own pass, which I thought was, like he caught his own pass, guys. Okay,
Right.
like
Right.
Yes,
so,
yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was ugly. So was the defense bad in comparison to what they were? Sure, they were the
Yeah.
bad compared to what they were all season. But to me, they did their job. The ugly was the offense as a whole and the play calling. I was really surprised at how conservative they played. Usually they played aggressive all season. They
Right.
beat up on Houston. And I know people are like, oh, well, they had rookies. Like, no. Houston had a very competitive quarterback that got passes off of everyone all season, even though he was a rookie. Houston's defense stomped other teams that were supposed to be like better teams. So it's not so not that out. So I just feel like I agree. The identity of the Ravens offense just went away in the game that was most important that could have got them to the Super Bowl. And I think that was the ugly. The ugly was the offense and the play calling. They just abandoned what got them there. What got them to the AFC Championship was like nowhere to be found. To me, that was the ugly part.
Yeah. Okay, what you think?
When you have a dynamic quarterback and tight end with Mahomes and Kelsey, you can't play light on them. You got to cover them. You got to be aware. Patrick Mahomes is what did I call him? How many years ago, Sean? Baby goat.
Baby goat.
Baby goat. He is baby goat. He's goat in training, and he is dangerous. He's a dangerous quarterback. He's really good in the pocket. He can run. He's athletic. He's smart. He knows when to get rid of the football. He knows when he should pass. He's very intelligent. And so the one thing I can say is the smarts of the Chiefs outdid the stagnant offense and defense of the Ravens that game.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a dynamic defense with the Chiefs as well. You have Chris Jones, who's a very good player. You saw him pressure Lamar how many times and rattled him. And I mean, I just hats off to Andy Reid. The guy can coach and can coach well into the postseason. And I think Andy Reid outcoached John Harbaugh that game and had better schemes, had better plays. I was really impressed with how well they played. And like I said in the Super Bowl a while ago, when you have Brady and Gronk cooking, they're unbeatable. So when you have Mahomes and you have Kelsey cooking, they're unbeatable. They're the dynamic duo. They're the new Brady and Gronk.
Right.
And I'm sorry to Lamar and I'm sorry to the Ravens, but I just was like shocked at how bad that offense played.
Yeah.
I mean, it was cooking. They destroyed my Lions early in the season. I saw what they could do. I saw what they did all season, and it was just like deer in the headlights. Forgot what they forgot everything that they had played all season long. And hats off to the Chiefs, though. They are just they wanted it more. They were hungry more. They played harder. They played smarter. They played with more intensity and wanting to get to Las Vegas in that Super Bowl in that game. And they deserve to win. At the end of the day, they are the team that deserved to win because they played better.
Right. They are. And you know, you talk about, you know, Mahomes and Baby Goat and all that. Now that Belichick don't have a team, I think we need to start putting Andy Reid up in that category as best active coach for sure.
Definitely. Andy Reid does not get the credit in the league that I think he should get.
Which is crazy.
He is such a good coach and well.
Yes.
He's so intelligent in how he calls his games that I really respect the man. You can't help but respect him.
Yeah, especially with a league going younger. I gotta say, he's kept up for a man in his 70s. You know what I mean? We're going younger and head coaches for Andy.
To that point, Nicole. I mean, you know, everybody, like Anthony's was said, everybody was rooting for the Ravens, but when you have that Taylor Swift power behind you, the Chiefs can't. The Ravens couldn't match up against it. What do you think?
You know, the good was seeing that. You know, I want those Chiefs to press fire into the new Super Bowl with, like, you know, one of those Pokeball plays, one of those snow globe plays that I saw from the quarterback series. And now Mr. Andy Reeves is looking younger than ever because he's down with it and making those kinds of plays. So I thought that's amazing. I'm all for the Chiefs on fire. And the bad, I wanted to say, what was it? The timeout regulation, administrative timeout.
Yes.
With the drones, that was bad, man. Come on, know your distance with the drones and all, and keep your flying distance, your hands and arms in at all times, and know your spatial awareness.
Let me tell you, whoever did that got a giant fine. The FCC in this country, they're really strict about drones and where you fly them.
Next time my quarterback needs a break, I'm going in with a drone.
Call the drone.
Yeah, they're gonna need drones to protect the players from the drones. You know, and the ugly was, the Baltimore Ravens coming down there. That was, you know, really bad. I do feel they were so close, and honestly, I do think there's some potential. And seeing all of those mistakes that were made, but you are right, Delilah, and holding the Chiefs back that much is pretty substantial amount, and gotta give you guys hands off to you. So
yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, no, I love all your points. For me, I mean, the good is the fact that in my lifetime, I've gotten to see three GOATs: Joe Montana, Tom Brady, and now Patrick Mahomes. And I mean, regardless if we don't like it or if we like it, or even if we're just jealous that he's not our quarterback, it's just, this is great. This is greatness. And I'm glad I'm getting an opportunity to see something that we didn't know if we'd ever see after Tom left. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh, he just passed the torch right on. You know what I mean?
He's only 28, y'all. He's only 28. I can't believe it.
Right.
He's still got football to play.
I'm 40 years old in comparison.
Right. You know. And in my lifetime, I probably won't make what he's making right now. So I'm just gonna. For me, the bad in this one is just that composure. It was for the Ravens, man. I mean, everybody can jump on the Zay Flowers stuff, but let's not forget how many roughing the passers do we have. Clowney got him late. One of the other guys hit him late. What about the time when the guy jumped off sides and just runs over the offensive lineman for what? You know, normally they're like, oh, he pointed, and the guy didn't even think anybody pointed. He knew he was just in the wrong. It was little bonehead errors that the Chiefs didn't make, the Ravens did make, and that was bad. But ugly is what you guys talked about. Okay, they had a stat in this game that said the Ravens passed the ball 82% of the time. They ran the ball 16 times in this game. You know, Delilah, you talked about what was it, Gus Edwards, and those guys being good.
Yes.
I think Edwards had 3 carries for 3 yards.
Yes.
I think Hill had like 4 yards. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. And on top of the fact that what I was always taught when I was younger, when you go to the dance, you dance with the one that brung you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you guys talked about it. All year, you guys led the league in rushing. This is your identity. Mm-hmm. And to come into this game and not do that, it was ugly. It wasn't good football to me, and it upsets me because that's not what I expected from a Harbaugh, or then that's not what I expected from John, because John, he's a Super Bowl winning coach. We know that pedigree in that family is great, and that to me, it might have been the OC, I don't know, but me, that one was kind of like, what are y'all doing?
And Lamar had 100 yards rushing in the game before this. I mean,
right.
Where was any of that?
Yeah.
That was all missing.
I agree.
I don't get it.